Okay, so we've got guys coming out of there, the Atrociraptor, and the T-Rex in the end. So we can do amenities here. We can do large ones, take a risk. And we put them as close as we can in there. And the next one, gonna be drink. Let's get him in here as well. Pretty, we can't go. Okay, that's fine. Let's just get him anywhere we can. Right there. And the shopping, we're going to throw right here as well. See how these guys handle it. Let's get some power up here. Cat meowing here. Okay, so we've got this one over here. We can just do this for now. And get the pathways going. Let's take it off fast forward. Get these guys connected up. Like so. And then we need to fast forward to get the money in here, because they're going to take money away from us. We can only assume. Let's wait for the money to come in. 1.7. We just need 1.950. That's going to happen soon enough. These guys need to be transported. Multi-selection mode. 1, 2, 3. Finalize selection, and it is this paddock. Yes, it is.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
Okay, that sorts that out, and we can put something else in there. Like a Nodosaurus or something. Okay, 2 million. So, let's do that first. Do we want to do the T-Rex first? I say we do the T-Rex first. Scientist limit 3. 13 of 13. We need welfare. Oh, let's get the disgruntled guy rested first. And we can do more hiring. So altruistic, cheaper research, welfare, genetics. But I'm not going to do this until I need to. Let's wait for that guy to finish resting.
Asset has been transported.
Okay, that sucker's rested. I kind of want to do the T-Rex. Let's see if I can get it. No, we need... Scientist limit is 3. So we need 2 more on the welfare. Can we actually train scientists yet? Yes, we can. So, I'm going to go for this welfare specialist. Put you on 4. And you are the next one. So, let's get you on... Oh, I just put up the welfare specialist. Yeah, I put it on logistics. That was a fail. Still, should be okay. Let's do this T-Rex. I'm going to go welfare. Good. 7 minutes for you. Then we're going to fast forward everything. We're just going to have a quick look over here. Those guys have been transported over here. They're fine. This needs some fuel. And we need to put an outpost with the T-Rex over here. And get this guy attached. And get the other guy attached. MBU. Off you go. And how long is he going to take? 5 minutes. So I'll probably skip this. For the T-Rex, these guys are going to be bleeding cash until we get the T-Rex in here. And then what, we've got space on the side. We want to see about... Well, actually now we just need money in. So again, I might skip forward here, guys, until I've got enough to do the Atrociraptors. 2 million right there. Okay, so we can do a couple things while we wait. We're going to get some guest comforts in here. Restroom and... Oh, you're not going to go there. Let's put you here. just to get that up. And the peel on the bottom right is going to go up with these guys. So these guys are good to go. We're going to airlift him. Chuck him straight there.
Asset requiring collection.
Alright, Mr. T-Rex, let's have a look at you. 2.9 stars rating. Are we almost ready to do the other guys? And we are getting just, 227 now. That's fine. 1.8. We're going to go 1.9 and incubate those other guys. Let's just have a look at him. Someone's got an undiscovered ailment. Just make sure someone's out to them. Sort out the feeder. Okay, Mr. T-Rex, what do you need? Prey. Let's just pause this for a second. Live prey feeder, good. We'll put him in front of that. What else do you need? Sand and open space. Okay, so that's fine. We'll go get some sand over here. Doesn't seem to be doing much. I mean, it's costing money, but it's not doing anything on the 9... Oh, now it's gone up to 10%. Salmonella research. Let's do that. And then this one is scientist busy. We have some sick dinos. And we have no one coming to their aid. So, unassign. Oh, of course. We're doing the research right now. So, he's missing sand, but he is 88%. And I put a whole lot of sand down. So he's going to be fine. 3.2 of 4 stars. Okay, release. Get out there, guys. Okay, these guys maybe have a difference now. Nope. 1,200 appeal. 1,200 and 300. So that should be more than enough. Okay, the inoculation. Let's do that as well. Cheaper research. Go. And now these guys should be heading to them. There he goes. But why aren't you doing the other ones? There we go. And we need some fuel here. There it is. 3.2 stars. So, these guys are now still okay. They're missing open space. I mean, look how big this area is, and those guys are so small. But it's 92%. What about the forest? So we can take away some forest. Keeping careful. Not to go below. Open space 56 is 96%, so I don't think they're going to be too upset, but I can't put anyone else in there. Who do you like these days? Just the small guys, the copies. Okay, so we've got those guys going. Now we can put more dinos in here. Let's have a quick look. The exchange. And we're going to go for appeal, trust, prices. We need a... Yeah, nothing there that's going to be helping. Eggs. The Hyonosaurus could go in there. Pteranodon. And we have 2 of those as well. 1.3 million. Let's wait till we get a bit of cash up here. 3.3 stars. Okay, now they're profiteering, which is fantastic. 1.3. And we go from the bottom this time. That's all it's going to be for them. He's on 1.8. 3.9 is good. What else we got? What else we got? 3978. Good. And here 1100 for books. Yeah, what else we got? Aquarium 1200. Entertainer 1.5. What else we got? That's good for now. And the research is done. And you You guys are attacking. Let's
Read
have a
up
look.
on this new objective.
Raise the appeal,
And then
make
let me know you're going
purchases,
to do it.
increase number of victorious fights. Damn, those fights are crappy. Increase the appeal of the park. We're just going to do that because it's something we can do. El Naturel. Not paused. Vehicle destroyed. Okay. This is why we need to get the helicopters in here. Let's just do the one helicopter on this one and this one. Then you can protect those fellas. Okay, so let's think about what we need to do next. We need to get more dinos in. Let's figure out which dinos we're going to do. So under the exchange, dinosaur listing, 73 and 39 trust. So the Dimorphodon, those are the birds, the flyers, the Suchomimus. Let's go, if we do it by trust, because then those are the ones that are going to be up top. 2 times Suchomimus for 3.8 million. It's a bad price. Over here we have 1.3 million for those two. And we're going to do that. You need a bit more money. Hope you're going to be fine with all the sand you've got. And yet, I mean, you're walking on it right now. Stop it. Okay, so these guys are going to get vicious. We're going to have to put a capture team over here as well. Otherwise I want to spend my life attacking this thing. And you guys are fighting. Nah, you're fine. Okay, let's slow it down again. And we're going to go to eggs. And we're going to buy those. And we're going to drop them in there. Let's see what we got. And I don't want to destroy them. I can't. I've already synthesized them. I can't do anything else. We've got large appetite, intolerant, large appetite. So 3.5 million for those guys. We're going to fast forward. Oh, here comes a storm. Let's slow it down. Let's see how bad these storms are. With what's going on. Do we even open the shelters? I don't know. We'll figure it out. These guys are straight away in the negative again. It's cool how they flicker and stuff. Come on, Ranger team. Sort it out. We have another injured building down here. Sort him out. When you're done. Now, if there's a hurricane, then we're screwed. But while we're doing all this, while the storm is quiet on the screen, I want to build the next paddock for the... what did I get? The Carcharodontosaurus. That's fine. Large appetites. And we can't do the trucks because they're just going to destroy everything. So we're going to have to put the viewing gallery right over here with these amenities. Yeah, so we'll come off this fence. Start coming around, although that's a bit close. We need to get a viewing gallery there, but also not so big that we can't see. So that kind of thing, we're just going to keep doing that. There's a gate there. We can put a gate over here somewhere. And the attraction, viewing gallery, you're going to slot right there. Yeah, that looks good. It's getting a lot of the paddock. I think they've increased the viewing area of that. Okay, we're going to keep this on fast forward because we need 3.5 mil. And let's repair what we can. And these down here as well. Do your stasis checks. You're right next to that one. That was lucky. And fix the fence for me, the gate. Okay, so let's get the accommodation going then. Hotel. We're going to slap right next to this in view of the T-Rex. Such a weird shape they've chosen for those. Let's get them curved. There we go. What was the accommodation rating actually? It's 100%. Shelter and restrooms still on 85. And that's going to make a difference in the long run. Let's see. Shelter, emergency shelter. Okay, he doesn't need power, but we'll chuck him over here somewhere. Another one. here. Although that might... Let's wait for that to finish. There we go. We are going to throw another one right there because we want to make sure we're getting the maximum amount of satisfaction. And toilets over here somewhere. Oh, that's lucky, hey? Because of that shape, it actually fit in there quite nicely. Okay, so now 3.4 and 3.3 out of 4. And we just get... What is wrong with you? Destroyed. Even after I put the helicopter on there. He must have acted pretty quickly. 87%. As long as he doesn't try and escape, I'm fine. The storms don't seem to be doing anything until a hurricane comes, obviously. But if we look at the guest comfort or guest, there's no transport on that either anymore. So restroom and shelter are still 93. Is this finished? That's weird. Where else do you guys need to take the grappers? I suppose over here. Let's get rid of this water because it's stopping me from doing what I want to do. Toodle ooze. And then we will get some more toilets in here. And he needs power. Can we get in there? No. But we're going to have to put a power supply down. It's not going to reach. There we go. Appeals now 35. These guys are getting trunked because these cars are going mad. Okay, so we're on 1.7 million. At this point, I'm just going to be checking amenities and stuff like that, but I might skip ahead. Okay, they're just recovering from the storm. Profit 24. Okay, it's gone up to 500. Okay, so not sure if this is going to be big enough, but it's so difficult to do those tour rides because they just get attacked all the time. I can only assume this is not going to be big enough for those guys. And without the viewing platforms to get like the last gap at the end, there's nothing we can do. I think after that we're going to get, I guess, the attraction module as well. That will help these guys. It's not particularly well laid out. I should leave space for the attraction as well. And I could put it over here. In fact, let's just do it. Because it could still help those buildings over there. So we're going to come right close to the sucker. In line. Now we're going to have duplicates, I think. So we might need to sort that out. Let's have a look. Did we do an attraction down here? In the end, I mean, I definitely should do one over there. Attractions, yeah. You're not going to let me. Yeah, you see, if this road was a little bit further, these guys could be further back over here. I could put that there. 10,000. But it's not about the money now. If we look at the finances, the mission. Yeah, so I need, next star is 645,000 income. At the moment we're sitting at 285. So I'm definitely going to need more. Could I do this alteration? Bring those guys further back. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to take all of these guys and put them against the fence over here. And bring this road further this way so I can put, I guess, the traction over here. While we are waiting for these guys and the 3.5 million. So, I will catch you in a second. Okay, as we're coming up to that being done, I did move this around. So now I've got the guest attraction there. I researched the extra modules so I don't duplicate. I'm also going to... Oh, it is paused. I refreshed the list over here because I was looking for a flying dinosaur that could cohabitate with those guys. But the Quinzosaurus, I think it's called that, is not there. So I went to eggs, refreshed the list, and I got 5 times Triceratops there. So I'm going to do that one. No doubt. And we're going to put the eggs into there. And we're going to put them into this sucker over here. And we're going to see if it's going to make it enough so I can actually do this. So 1.7 million. We'll wait for that. I want to see if it's enough to potentially put amenities over here in this little area. Because at the moment it's visible dinosaurs 9. Dinosaur appeals 800. But then I'm going to take a step back, open up, and try and find a nice sauropod pod, if you will. Sauropod paddock. And I made this a tiny bit bigger. Put some water in there. Do not know if this is going to pan out. Let's have a look. We're going to airlift you guys right over here. Seems to be staggering a bit now, which is not good. Okay, I'm not sure if they're going to need prey or meat, because like this sucker, he only needed the prey. Let's fast forward him. Collect him, sirs. Efficient metabolism. Again, this kind of thing we're going to research whence we need it.
Commencing asset transit.
3.5 stars out of 4 stars needed for this. I'm probably going to have to go back to other islands and do those, but that's okay. It's going to be a super long video, this, but whatevs. There'll be nice timestamps in the description. Okay, so let's have a look at what you need here. You do want the prey, so that's good. Let's get that cracking for you. Contract complete. Looks like everything else is good. The prey is just out of his... No, it's there. That is definitely live prey. Yep. Okay, that's good. He's lonely, but not for long. Okay, that's good. That's going to help with the appeal of these. Yep, that's gone up quite a lot. They normally should be earning the same, but in this one, it just seems like they're not. We have the Triceratops here. Let's have a look. We need 1.7. Let's fast forward this. And once that's done, let's just incubate them, and then I'll have a look at the rest of the dinosaurs, because we're going to need to find out which ones we want to do next. 1.750, come on. 1.8. Okay, go for it. We need welfare specialists here. 1, 2, and you know, let's just do it. Right. So if we have a look at the dinos again, dinosaur listings, we've got Dryo. I mean, there was over here the Stegosaurus. 6 times Stegosaurus is massive, because I think you need 6 or 8. I think it is 6. And plus 3 on the trust. I do want to get more underground trust, so we will have a look at that. I just want to see what happens when we get to max on the authority. So over here, ALBERTUS, it's a bad price. Measura and Orangosaurus, those two should go together, but they're with bad sellers. Let's have a look at the genome listing over here. This just requires the underground lock, and as you can see, I'm on 39 of 40. So I think what I should do actually is get one like these guys and get the underground trust up. So we've got 4 times Triceratops right there. I could put in the same pen as what I've just done, but I need 2 million for that. So I need to increase the trust of the underground in order to unlock the genomes. And that's going to give me more freedom. But first, let's see these Triceratops in here. We're definitely not going to need that. Excuse me, they are not omnivores. And these guys, even with the helicopters, they're getting screwed up. But he ain't dead yet. Is that somebody knocking at a door? No, he's fine. And those guys are fine as well. Missing prey. Well, I hate to tell you, but you're not. There's a live prey feeder right there. If I dispense it, does that make any difference? It says prey, 1 of 1. I mean, it's right there. There's definitely some bugs in this. No doubt. And now suddenly you can see that one, hey? Okay. Choose a contract. Incubate some dinosaurs. I'm just about to do that, but I'm not sure if it's going to be completed. Increase park appeal. Acquire some assets. Make purchases from exchange. So, I mean, sure. We're going to do the park appeal, because that's the most expensive. Let's get the scientist off to rest. Scientists, should I say. And we're going to fast forward, and we're going to airlift these Triceratops. Right over here. All along this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so you destroyed in the end. Do not care. It is a aspect of this which I really dislike. But they are what they are. Now they all just sit around being tranked. He's waking up right now. But everyone else is doing okay. I still can't get the sand to work with this. No matter what type of sand I put on, it doesn't work. These guys are all still good, 100%. And those guys are as well. These are now earning much more money. Let's just have one quick check. Make sure there isn't something we could put on top of it. Didn't think so. 12,000. No, let's have a look at ginger beer. Yeah, there's a 13 on flavored. Yeah, we can have that one. And then this sucker, books. Still going to be top notch. And can we do anything else? Negatory. So, accommodation is still 100%. Let's check out Triceratops on a fast forward mode here.
Transit has commenced.
Are you inside? You're inside. Okay, so let's slow this down a little bit. We want ground fiber, everything else is fine. It's going to take the forest away though. Yeah, thought so. It's going to need a lot more. Let's put everything over here, ground fiber. And then forest for the rest of it.
Delivery complete.
75. We need every little corner we can get. To about there. Still red. Still red. See, even the tracks. There we go, 100%. But now when other guys drop in, it's probably going to increase. How many we got coming? 1, 2, 2 more. Let's see as he goes down if it's going to change things up.
Asset has been delivered.
Yeah, definitely does. But they're still okay, and that's going to go down a little bit more. Probably still be in the 90s, which I'm happy with. Total appeal is now, oh, it was 46, it's gone down to 48.
Transported.
And you guys are fighting already, just to let me know that you're uncomfortable.
Confirming asset delivery.
But 94, like the T-Rex, is going to be fine. I can take away a tiny bit more forest. Which is this side. Let's do one patch. Should only do it when they're all in there, really. Okay, now we're going to have a look at what the next plan of attack is here. We're almost done. Oh wait, how many stars are we on now? 3.7. And that's with 4 Triceratops and the 2 Cocodonus. So, let's have a look. Dryosaurus, Gigantospinosaurus. I want the Stegosaurus. I do want a 2 million. And these are dinosaur exchange, so they're instant. Okay, so I want those guys. The list doesn't change until you refresh it. So, the Stegosaurids are quite brutal. So, we're going to have to have a look over here. And maybe do a monstrous paddock with the tour ride. And new amenities down this side. So we can have the tour ride over here. I mean, with amenities here, with all the dinosaurs, they'll all be packed. So let's give myself more space than I did last time. So we're going to go from there to there with the paddock fence. And we want to keep this one kind of straight. A gap here. Let's go in over here, leaving space for said gap. Right. So if we're going to have steggies in there, we're going to need to put them in there soon-ish. 2.2 million. Let's have a look if we can grab them now. Because they are quite hardcore. 2.85. Let's do it. Oh, it crashed on me. Catch you in a second. The steggies is when it crashed. Let's hope they're still there. Dinosaurs. Uh-oh. Oh, they are there. Phew. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. What's the problem? Sponsorship opportunity. Okay, we're going to make sure they're all lacquer. And to do that, we're going to have some water first. Some over here. And this is going to have a tour ride. So again, we want to do the water sporadically. Like so. And we're probably going to have 2 truck tours. Giving myself ample space to do whatever the hell I want afterwards. Do we want 1 or do we want 2? I think we'll do 1 in the middle. And then we're going to do a couple of viewing galleries on the outside or next to them. Just for good measure. They will create appeal regardless. Excuse me, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to pause that for 1 second here while we look at these guys. You want ground fruit, you shall receive So ground fiber, tall leaf, ground nut. Where are you? I can never find these damn things. Ground leaf, ground fiber, ground leaf, ground nut, tall leaf, ground fiber, and ground fruit eventually. So let's get it in the water there. We just do it in the middle, around this area, right there. And you want ground fiber as well, which is going to be this one. And we can do you on this side over here. Around what we just did, we can always do forest again. Okay, and then forest is going to be on the outsides, and they don't need any open areas, so that's good. Get some more in there. Okay, so we'll let these guys ponder that while we get this next area going. I just want to do one more thing quickly. I want to have a look at the comfort for research. We can do main thoroughfare now. That's what we need. And we want cheaper, faster research with the highest logistics. Go. Logistics specialist. I can even train those guys, but it just doesn't seem like I'm needing to at the moment. Train them when you kind of need to train them. Okay, so we're going to do a pathway coming over here. And we're just going to come straight through, and we're going to need that area. Yeah, I want to do this properly this time. So on the right hand side over there I want to put the MVUs and stuff, but over here let's do this.
Asset transportation.
And then over here we're going to come all the way across, and that's going to head out there at some point, and you're going to go there, you're going to go there, and you're going to go there. So we're going to pause that again for a second, and we're going to have a look-see at how bloody comfortable these guys are. Stegosaurids are good. Population is fine. There's still one more guy coming. What I want to do quickly is just have another look and see there's no more Stegosaurids in here. At the same time, I could be looking at who they like. So sauropods, that's what I wanted in there, but again, it's the food that is nasty. So I can do hadrosaurs. I haven't got any hadrosaurs on the side, or the ornithopods, so struthios. So hadrosaurs, sauropod, or struthios is what I'm looking for here. Not you, not you, not you. He's a ceratopsid, triceratops, ceratopsid, unknown herbivore. Nothing there. ALBERTUS eucephalus. I mean, that can go in there. It's only 300k. But the thing is, I don't know if they like ceratopsid, and that's where I think there's something I'm missing. Oh, it actually costs 50,000 to refresh. I've been looking at the bottom of the screen over the refresh. The top right, it says 50,000 to refresh. But here are the sauropods, Orangosaurus and Maiasaura. Bad prices or not, I could just get both of those guys in and just see what happens with the bad pricing. I'm just going to do that. The Maiasaura is 4. That's enough for them. I mean, they're not going to disappear. So let me just do what I'm doing here for starters. We are going to need another power station. Let's get things fast forwarding here. Are you doing a drone check, are you? Good, good. These guys are now okay. These are getting money in. And again, I can top them up. The research is done for the main thoroughfare, which is going to be the big fella. Oh, it's the luxury wide path, and this is the main thoroughfare. So if we take that one and we say replace on... No, that one. The main thoroughfare is going to be for... Well, the main thoroughfare. So all of these paths, and that's going to increase productivity, especially by these guys. There we go. That side doesn't matter. It will increase the profits. Oh, now suddenly you can do that. That's fine. We want to keep it around the area where the shops are. So we're going to come down this path here. This must be costing a fortune. And bang, we're going to have these guys as the main thoroughfare. We don't need to do the little ones sticking off. But that's going to increase profits. So have a dinosaur share an enclosure with a liked species. I don't think I have any of those. We're just going to do the appeal. As you can see here, we should get some more profit in there in a couple of minutes. But no rush there. These guys are still okay. 100% okay. Yes, so they don't mind the hadrosaur. So I'm just going to hope that the hadrosaurs don't mind them. So let's do that quickly. I'm going to just have a look at the hadrosaurs again. Starting with the eggs. So we do have Measuria and Orangosaurus. And these guys, nothing. So let's go with the eggs. Let's go with the 4 times Orangosaurus. This one's got 1 point more on the selling. I don't get any trust with them, but let's just do it anyway. Okay, so yeah, it obviously crashed again. And it took me a fair while back actually, past the other one. It was about 10 minutes ago. So everything else is still operating. 3.7 stars. Got the Stegosaurs a second. These guys power up. We're going to have a bit better. There's no way he's going to go in there. That building's way too big. Let's head out here somewhere. Yep, this looks like a perfect spot for it. Even here. Go. And you can touch that power station right there. And you can get your standard path in here too. Obstructed by what now? There it is. Okay, then we're going to have to get the amenities and stuff going here. Let's get the large amenity food first. We're just going to go smack them across here. Drink. I'm going to leave a gap there for the... Actually, no, I'm not. I was going to do it for the attraction. And another one. Right over here. We're going to do this one this side. No, that's where I want to put the other thing. Although, is that a storm coming? I can't even tell. There we go. Then, what I do want to research is the large 500,000. I mean, it's just not necessary at the moment. Let's get the standard one. And get a couple of these guys there. I mean, he covers them all, really. Okay, let's get you to the nearest. There we go. Track incomplete. Okay, so we're going to take it off fast forward at least. Edit the track route. Now, this is going to have to be quite thorough because we haven't got the viewing platforms can't reach the other side, and of course this is taking away vegetation. So I'm going to have to double check that again as well. And then sort out their poor. I'm going to pause that because they need stasis checks as well. Oh, I really don't want to lose all that forest. I'm going to come through here, come down. And on this particular one, we're going to have the most trucks available per 60 meters. Here we go. I'm going to save my game there because of all that crap that's happening. Okay, we're still paused. So, what we want to do now is grab operations and response facility. We're going to put it over here. The paleo is not going to fit. Not a chance. And he's going to be in the power. That's good. Let's just do that. And then the paleo medical is going to have to come down here as well. And we're going to put you right at the back. Although, I could put the attraction on the right. Let's put you right close there. Not something I would normally do. Okay, so then we're going to need the outpost. We're going to have one there. And one there. And one there. You are finished. Add task. But before that, you're going to tell me you can't get there. So let's put a gate there. Gate there, gate there. Then we add task. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. And our paleo guy as well. Add task. All 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. 3.8 stars, as you can see. I'm going to save again there because I'm just terrified of this crash. Losing minutes of my time. Why are these... What? It's got a capture team. Add task. We don't want you on there. We want you... I think I clicked on the helicopter instead of the ranger team. Add task. Okay, let's try that again. Go. Fine. Now you guys can get status checked and you'll be all lacquer. So, I've got 3.9 stars of 4 stars. So, I just want to have a look at this hadrosaur. Or do I want to do one of those? I mean, Gigantanosaurus, could they be with Ceratopsid? I don't know. But let's just do what I was going to do with the Measura or the... Let's go with the Orangosaurus. Oh, didn't crash this time. Let's throw the eggs in there. Then select all and welfare specialist. Go. And we're going to do one more. No, we have positive influence, which is going to bring it down a lot more. Okay, so our Orangosaurus, funny that, is going to be fine in here. So now we can go genome library and we can see, oh, we can look at them. Okay, so that's been changed. Normally you have to release them to be able to check. So that's fine. That's brilliant, actually. So the Orangosaurus, he likes sauropod, ornithopod, ceratopsid. Ceratopsid is what I've got in there. And so I can put ornithiomus, I'm just going to call them struthios, and ornithiomyomosaurid. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see if we have any ornithios lying around here in our dino exchange. Let's see, nothing there. What about eggs? Nothing there. I can refresh this list because the Eucephalus I might want. The Measura as well. Let's fast forward. Oh, let's not fast forward. What I'm going to do here as well. These guys, did I move the paleo? Add task. I don't think I had one in here. That's weird. No, I don't. Okay, that's my bad. Let's put you there, along with a gate. There we go. And we can put you right there. That's my bad, guys. Oh, I thought it crashed again. Disease free is what we're going to do, and that's going to also increase trust. You guys, sort that out as well. What's happening over here? Reopen the truck ride for me, please. 3.9 stars. These guys are fine. We're going to have a look. We're going to pause quickly and do this once over. Okay, so we have some reds over here. What are you doing? What's wrong? You can't get to that? Cancel, reopen. Is there a reason why you can't drive there and do that? Let's repair that while I'm there. Oh, jeez. Oh, good. Oh, shit. No, we don't want to do that. By the time I get there, the other guy's going to have done it. Okay, that was a bit of a glitch. 3.9 stars still, but hopefully when I release these suckers in several minutes, seconds, if you will. Profits are killing me here, but it's fine. It's going to get to 4 stars here. Unidentified, hey? Well, sort it out. MVU is en route. And you've been tranked because you were chasing my... Yeah, so it is 1 minute. Okay, so let's airlift these guys out. And hopefully they can cohabitate. I want to put one right on the right-hand side over here because that was just... across the whole thing. Let's fast forward again. 3.8 stars has gone down. But that's okay. There ain't no rush here. Does it tell you? Wait, what was the appeal on that? 6,000, I need 12,000 appeal. I mean, that's fine. When it gets to the point where we need to do that, we can do that. These guys are being airlifted out. Everyone else is still okay. Get in there. Oh, it's gone up to 3.8 again. That's profit per minute, moving it around. Okay, let's see. You guys don't mind hadrosaurs? Here we go. Would be ideal if you did eat the same. Water, ground fruit. Did you guys have ground fruit? Perfect. Perfect. So when these guys spread out, I'm not going to need to do anything except maybe a bit of forest. No, forest is done. Ground fruit, water. That's why I spread them out. Let's keep it fast forwarding. Open space. Disease free. Thank you. Come on. Where are your buddies? There comes your other buddy. And we have 8 more trust on that. These guys haven't been connected up yet. We'll give them some time. No, we don't want to rename them. And we have one more coming here. Someone's fighting. Stegosaurids. You guys must not be fighting. You are perfectly comfortable. Stop being dicks. Okay, so there we go. Orangosaurus are all in. Perfectly. And these guys are still going to be dicks about this. Let's check hot chocolate. Oh, what was that? It was almost profit. World teas. 126. 96. See, we're getting there. 36. It's earning a little profit now. That's not. Want some candy? Reminds me of Predator every time I hear that. Ooh, donuts again. Seems to be the theme of this one. 690. There we go. Let's keep going. And this particular guy. And let's do this one again. They do like the hot chocolates. Okay, it's better than before. And then one more here. You still want the books. 600. 700 on the stuffed toys. What else we got? Nothing else. Okay, you guys got salmonella. Are you not going because you unfueled? As you can see, the money's cruising. Oh shit, we need to do this. Suck 'em.
I'm sending you information on another objective.
Incubate. Share enclosure with a like species. Yeah, we've done that already. Oh, it's actually an oviraptor. I'm just curious who these guys can go with. Everything. It likes everything. That can't be right. Dislikes those carnivores. It is. Oh, it's a scavenger. Let's just have a look and see if we have any other scavengers. Unknown herbivore. No, I'm not too phased about that. Let's continue. So, oh, I need 4 stars. Come on. I'll just put in a whole lot of those guys. Now, the Orangosaurus.
Trying to find the balance.
Sauropod or Lithiopod. There we go. 4 stars.
Something I've been chasing my whole life.
Well, figuring out how to play both sides to your advantage is the essence of business. You are made for this line of work, you know?
Well.
Okay, let's see where the campaign takes us now. Obviously. Okay. Dominion campaign Malta completed. Authorities and underground trust limit increased. Keep building up these 3 parks until you reach 5 stars on every island. Okay. So, that is pretty cool. That's the campaign done. And now we just need the 5 stars. So, let's think about this for a second here. No, I don't need to pause it. Here comes a storm, so we'll save that. Alright guys, now what I'm going to do with the 5-star rating, I'm just going to show you certain steps that I'm going to take. I'm not going to just do a continuous recording, because this video is probably super long already. I did do another Cocodon over there to put into the enclosure with his buddies. And then I refreshed the list a couple of times. And eventually got some stuff that I want. So I'm going to do a big Diplodocus enclosure and put some other hadrosaurs with him. Maybe even the Pyroraptors at a crap price, but we'll see when we get there. The Sauropalta and even the Spinosaurus. Dryosaurus times 6 as well. But as I put these dinosaurs in the enclosures, when they're finished, I will show you the end result. But I will crack on with the 5 stars, and I'll catch you in a minute. Okay guys, let me a quick update. I did another paddock on the end of that, and I got 2 Diplodocus right there. It's missing forest, but they haven't explored it yet. I'm also going to do the Sauropalta on the dinosaur listing over here, because I want to do the trust on the bottom right hand corner is now 39 for the underground. I want that to be 40, because if you go to genomes, you could buy the genomes. And when you can buy the genomes, then you have a lot more access to a lot more dinosaurs. And as you can see, they're all, mainly, all of them are 40 underground trusts. So let's do that right now. These guys. We're going to put them in here. We're going to put them this side because food's for the other side. That's going to take us to 49. So I want to pause that for a second here. Let's just have a quick look for the first time at the genome listings. So, let's see. Camarasaurus 55, 69, Edmontosaurus, Gigantospinosaurus, Metriacanth, Minmi. I'm looking for the Quezonzis, I think they're called, something like that. You've got Velociraptors there as well. As you can see, it opens up a lot bigger area. And I'm assuming the trust goes to 100. And then I'm going to get the trophy for getting both of them to 100 in the end. Just keep buying and selling them if you have to. And then get the park to 5 stars and move on to the next one. So for this quick look over here, the Baryonyx 52%. Now, I don't know if this means I can buy more afterwards. I mean, if I just do the Ceratosaurus now, that's done. Okay, so that's how it works. I've just bought 35% of it. Now, there is a refresh list as well. So you're going to come here with a whole bunch of cash and just buy all the genomes. So having a look, we've got the Minmi of 70%, Metriacanthosaurus, and that's only 500 bucks, 500,000 obviously. Let's do that. I want the Camarasaurus as well, 1.4 million. But that is pretty much what that is all about. And that's how we're going to get this over the edge. And again, I'm going to keep you updated on everything I've done on a step-by-step version from now on. Okay, I want to give you a rundown of my plan here. So I want to get the trophy for both maxing out the underground and the authorities on the bottom right-hand corner. So I'm on 97 of the one. I'm assuming it goes to 100. I don't know. But over here, I've started a paddock, just a square paddock. I'm going to divide into 3 areas, I think, depending on the space needed. And then I'm just going to go to the Dino Exchange. And when you buy the dinosaurs, the egg and the genomes, you don't get any trust from them. You don't earn any trust. So the dinosaurs here are the only place you can get trust from. So, for example, I need 3 more trust on this. So I could do the Allosaurus right now, and when I get the money and get the trophy. But once I've gotten the 5 stars, then I'm going to put them in and then just sell them straight away. But this last area here, the Allosaurus, maybe I might get to 5 stars, but putting a bit more sauropods in there, I might get to 5 stars. But this is how I'm going to get the trust going. If I don't need them, then just put them down, earn the trust, and then sell them straight away. And again, I'll keep you up to date. Okay, so now I think that I only need 3 more, I'm assuming, to get my 100% on that. So we're going to buy the Ornithios right here. Put them right there. That's 100. Now, if I'd done something that was just over 100, I'd probably know if it does go above 100. Can we do anything here? Quick stickles. Yeah, Chunkingosaurus we can do. Does it go over 100? No, it doesn't. Okay, now I know. So I just need to do the underground purchases until I get to 100. And also set up this area again with the amenities and everything, with dinosaurs in here, to try and get the 5-star pop as well. Alright guys, just to give you a quick rundown again what's happening. I just got my other trophy for the 100% on the both trusts. And just to cover that quickly, I was confused because when you buy an egg, it minuses sometimes and subtracts other times. So you can never get 100% on both of them because one will always take away from the other. To get around this, just go down to requests, and over here you will find pluses only. So that is how you get it. Get your underground up to 100%, and then it'll minus a little bit from the authorities, and then just do one of these requests, and that'll get you 100%. Now, heading up to the 5 stars, again, I've just been kind of messing around over here, putting dinosaurs in, taking them out, and then where I have set up properly, I've been waiting for the Stegosaurus or the Orangosaurus to come through here so I can populate this, because these are still earning a loss. But if you look at the stars, I'm almost there, 794, and then I just need to fill this area up to get these guys into a positive, and that's going to be all I need. So I was refreshing this list, fast forwarding, refreshing the list, and I came to my, where is he? There he is, Stegosaurus. Not a very loyal seller, but we're going to put him in there anyway because that's what we need. Stegosaurus purchased. We'll see what happens there. And then while I'm here, let's have a little look at the egg. Sometimes it crashes when you come in here now. Ceratosaurus, Coelophysis, Parasaurolophus. So nothing really there, but we can refresh this one. Let's have a look. Stygimoloch, we do have more Styggies. 9 times unknown carnivore. 8 times unknown omnivore. That's going to be the other guy. Let's do that. Is it going to be... Let's have a look. Oh, no space in there. What else I've been doing, sorry, is the genome that the story makes you buy 100%, which is the Atrocioraptor here. Atrocioraptor. I'm going to call that Atrocioraptor. I've just been throwing them out in these paddocks until they get to a point where they need more open space, but they're still on 98%. So I can still put more of these guys out. I've just been pumping them out into this paddock to get these profits up, and they've gone from 9,000 to way more. See, these two on 21, 26. So this one tells me that it wants to be more, and we're going to figure this out right now if they've changed the mechanics or not. We're going to see if books is the best one. I think it's been best one the whole time. Yep, it has been. And then this over here, we're going to have 10, 5, 13. Let's have a look. 13, 4. Is the top one 13, 4 as well? Oh, there was a 14 there as well. No, yes, there was. Skeletal display. Aquarium to 15, 9. 16, 3. Yeah, it looks like it's going to stick. There's an 18 there. So it can go a bit more. Let's have a look. One more. 17, 5, 2. 17, 5, 2, 6. Leave the karaoke there. That's going to be the last one for that. Nope. 17, 6, 4. That's because I haven't paused it. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's gone up from 8 and then 21. So we have some tranquilized dinosaurs there from them messing around. We're going to release these guys right now. Oh, these guys are still being airlifted. I did a whole bunch of Compsognathus as well in with the big guy. And these guys are now lonely.
Asset has been collected.
Oh, those are the Stegosaurids coming in. I thought it crashed on me straight away. But over here, these guys are going to need standard meat, not just live prey. So let's get the Coelophysis, or this is the Compsognathus. They all want sand, and this whole area is just coated with sand. So they're going to be absolutely fine. The second those guys allow me to, we will release those guys. And let's just have a look at the Stego over here. It's not missing anything here, pal. Let's fast forward this. So that's going to hopefully bring some more appeal to these guys. There we go. We're just starting to earn a profit on this now. Photographed dinosaurs. This is another area where you can do only plus and minus for your trust. Photograph, have dinosaurs share enclosure, increase fights. Yeah, I'm not too worried about any of these. Let's refresh. Disease free. I didn't even know you could refresh those.
This job has got your
but as you can see, we're almost there at 5 stars on this last one. We are on 831. We need 850. So, if I just do this with one of these guys, we'll be able to add things to these now. Let's see, 2,000. Come on, give me a couple thousand. Nope, it's not going to do it for me. What about you? You going to let me go up 1 or 2? 5, 6. 6,000. 6, 3. Let's try this middle one. Fossil display, he should go up a little bit. 5,000. What else we got? 4, 8. We have 6,000. That should suffice. What have we got here now? 861. Okay, so it is 5 stars. This hasn't told me yet. So it looks like it's not going to tell me that I've got 5 stars. I just have to know I've got 5 stars. Park rating is 5 stars, but you know, sometimes it's missing a tiny little corner of the star. You can't see it. But there, it was 850k for the 5-star income. But we're going to move on to the next one over here. And we're going to crack on with this. Go to island. Alright, guys, we are moving on to SUMMERY now. I just had a look around at what dinosaurs I've got here from earlier. A couple of things going on there. I did small amenities because I didn't want to oversell it. But this one has the lagoon. So, the first thing we're going to do is find out if we can buy the genomes for the mosasaur. So down here we've got mosasaur 34%. Purchase.
If your
Let's see what else we can do here. Velociraptor 48.
I hope you managed to find it in the
Oh,
exchange.
gee, she gave me a fright. I don't know who was talking. Gigantospinosaurus, I mean, that's 4163. Baryonyx is 52. They're only 300,000, so we'll do that. 600,000 for Giganto. Spinosaurus, Chronosaurus. Yeah, he's also quite a biggie. We can do that one. Let's see, 48 Velociraptor and Tapashara. So the eggs, I just have to build a hatchery to have a look at that. Over here, there's nothing here that I want right now, not even the Dreadnoughtus. But like before, I'm going to be doing step by step. Every now and again I'll chirp up and I'll tell you what I've done instead of just doing the entire playthrough, because this video is going to be super long. So I'll catch you in a second. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm just trying to find dinosaurs that can cohabitate. So I chucked some Allura Titan in there along with the Chunkingsaurus, and I made the paddock a bit bigger, and I'm just going to keep throwing those type of dinosaurs in there when I can find them on the screens over here. So that is pretty much what I'm going to be doing, and every time I find a Tylosaurus or a Mosasaurus genome after refreshing the page, then that is going to help us a lot over here. So for example, I want to know what I can put in here with an Asutoceratops. So I go to my screen over here, I go dinosaur listings, and I got 5 and 4, so that's 9 Chasmosaurus, and I wanted to get both of those. Now, can the Chasmosaurus cohabitate with an Asutoceratops? They're both ceratopsids. So this one over here says ceratopsid is fine. It can. The only other way you can tell is go to the genome in the hatchery, go down to the bottom, genome library, find Chasmosaurus down here, and then on the right hand side, ceratopsid it likes. Now as before, you'd have to release one of these to get that information. So this is telling me I can now purchase both of those Chasmosauri, if you will, and have a much bigger herd in here, like so. And that is the general premise of what I'm doing here, is finding out what animals can cohabitate. I can put a smaller paddock over here if I want to, but once those mosasaurs get in here, I'm actually going to use this space for the amenities. Sorry, I'm not going to put more there. But that's pretty much how you go about finding out what dinosaurs can go in where, using the hatchery. And you can only buy these eggs as well once you have the hatchery. So over here, if you find a mosasaur, you find a dinosaur you want over here, it's going to be done in a second. So you can see here, unknown herbivore, unknown carnivore, Stygimoloch don't have those, Ceratosaurus, I might have those at a later stage. But having a look at the genome listings over here, I'm looking for Mosasaur or Tylosaurus, along with some of the Hadrosaurs here, because they can go in large paddocks. For example, the guys down here now, it says the Chasmosaurus. Oh, okay. Okay, this is a good example, because this was a complete failure. It says ceratopsid, but in the bottom down there it says specific ones that it doesn't like. That is new. That's a new mechanic. I haven't seen that before. So ignore everything I just said and look at the dislikes over there, because that is going to cause problems. Right, so I'm going to load my game. Okay, I'm not sure if I kept that recording in, but that was a fail, because this, even though this said it liked the ceratopsids, it was specifically dislikes the Chasmosaurus. So again, wanting to keep those 9 Chasmosaurus, the Nodosaurus here, here it says it likes the ceratopsid, and it doesn't say anything about the Chasmosaurus in the bottom over there. And then on this one over here, oh sorry, the Chasmosaurus on the genome says it likes the Ankylosaurid, and it doesn't have anything below that to dislike that specific Nodosaurus. So this means we can chuck those guys in here, and potentially we have to make it a little bit bigger. But I'm just pretty much telling you what how to tell what's going on here. So let's throw these guys in here and see what kind of a expansion we're going to need for these guys. I just want to use them because very seldom you get 9 dinos in one sitting. Let's fast forward and see what these guys eat. So the Nodosaurus are going to be ground leaf and open space they want. What do you have? Ground leaf? Fantastic. So that was a bit lucky. You should maybe check what they eat as well, because if they ate something different, you'd be screwed. You wouldn't be able to have these guys in here. Just the open area. We can make this a bit bigger over here. So, I'll catch you up in a second. Hi guys, MrReign here. This will be a general tips guide for the 3 islands. I'm only going to stay on one island here, but the tips I'm going to give you, they relate to all of the islands. This is some things I've learned, including some of the exchange and stuff like that. So let's dive into it. Let's start off with the exchange. So what this is all about here, you've got your dinosaur listings. This is where you can actually purchase dinosaurs off the bat and put them straight into your park. But there's a lot more to it than that. I'll explain in a second. But that is what that menu is for. The eggs, you get these eggs delivered to your hatchery. You have to have a hatchery in order to do this. And again, that's just a little bit longer. And then the genomes are what they say. The genomes are you purchase these, and if you look in the top right-hand corner, you can refresh any of these lists all of the time, except you have to wait a little bit after refreshing it for it to reset. So here, you could buy the genomes, and then you go to your hatchery, and then you're able to actually hatch the dinosaurs. So let me show you here. So I've got these two here. I can't show you, but if I go to my genome library, these are the genomes that I've bought. There's no excavating for fossils or anything like that. You have to just keep buying the genomes, and the more of the certain genome you buy, the more obviously you can edit the genetics of the dinosaur. The second thing is the dinos need the massive areas. So for example, this brachii over here, he's missing forest, and he's missing a fair amount of forest, but look at the size of the area I've got him in. So potentially, this guy, a single Brachiosaurus, would need pretty much this entire area to be comfortable. And the problem with that is, well, many problems with that. The biggest problem is, the second you put a second one in there, that's going to go down. So the biggest issue I found on this game, on this Malta expansion, is the humble trait of the dinosaurs. I would go for that humble trait any way or shape or I would get cracking on that humble trait as soon as possible, because that is going to be the difference between you making that 5-star or not. So if you go down to genetics, the humble trait's going to be the species group adaptation. No, not group adaptation. Metabolism, no, it's one of these. Cross-species adaptation. Tolerant trait, no. The humble trait, there we go. The space adaptation. So this requires lets the dinosaur have less needs. So what this does is the requirements of the dinosaur are reduced. So these guys, they haven't got any genetics. I've just ordered them in or bought the eggs, and I plonked him in there, and I can't put a single dinosaur in there with him. And that is a massive issue. So to solve that, get the genomes, the eggs. You can't genetically modify the eggs because they will just be right here. You lose that step. So in my opinion, I would go for those genomes on this genome list. And again, you can't choose what dinosaurs you want. They just give you what they want, what they're over here. So you create an enclosure. You say, okay, I want the Deinonychus. Then you have to keep coming back and keep buying more and more of the Deinonychus genome in order to get it to 100%, to the point where you can come and hatch it from scratch. And what this means is you can genetically modify. Okay, I'm not going to do that. You can genetically modify and add the humble trait to the dinosaurs, because I'm having a massive amount of trouble here getting to 5 stars. I've spent hours on this. For instance, this is in the negative, and these two are in the massive positive. So why this one is in the negative and these are in the positive, I can't tell you. I can't explain why. These scavenger dinosaurs as well, the Morus Intrepidus and the copies, I never have them. I never ever intentionally have them in my park, because all they do is they'll sit right next to a feeder like this and they'll starve to death. And some of them, they get frozen, but most of them, they're walking around and they're able to move, and they'll just starve to death. I stay away from those scavengers, and I only use them. I put them in a large carnivore paddock if need be. The next tip is, once you've chosen your dinosaur, like, okay, let's go hypothetically, we're going to go with the Brachiosaurus. Now, you're going to want to put multiple dinosaurs in here. Well, if you can, if you're using the humble trait, you will be able to do that, because these shops are just going to make a loss because there's only one dinosaur here. I should actually put a viewing gallery here. Now that I think about that, I'll do that. But as you can see here, I'm pretty close to the 5-star, and it's not going to give you a notification. It's not going to tell you you've got 5-star. You only know you've got 5-star when the digits underneath there, 753. Next star is 800. It'll have nothing there. It doesn't say congratulations, you got 5 stars. It just activates 5 stars. It doesn't tell you you've got 5 stars. So the second you've got the next star 800 and that's disappeared, then you know you've got 5 stars on the island, because sometimes it's difficult to see because the tiny corner of the star could be missing. But what I was getting onto here is, once you've chosen your dinosaur, you can't, okay, I want to put in the Dreadnoughtus in with this guy. That's not the case. You have to go to the dinosaur you've already got, and you have to go to what he eats. He eats tall nut. Now, the only way you're going to get other dinosaurs in here with him is if they also eat tall nut, because if you take away any of the tall nut that's here, then he's not going to have enough food. You have to have dinosaurs that have the same food or the same diet. So if you go up to your genome, or go down to your genome library, push up once. Over here, you can go to the Apatosaurus, and over here, you can see he wants tall leaf. So I cannot put this dinosaur in with him. The Camarasaurus wants tall leaf and tall nut. So even him, I couldn't do, because I would have to take away tall leaf to put in tall nut. The Dreadnoughtus, he has tall fiber, so I can't do that either. So essentially, this dinosaur's in here on his own. I can't even put a Hadrosaurus in here or Ankylosaurus with him, even though he doesn't mind them. All those dinosaurs can go with him. If they don't have the same diet as him, don't bother. So that is how, in the end, I started getting more dinosaurs or cross species in the same paddock. For example, the Nodosaurus here, he has the ground leaf and open space, so that's fine. The Chasmosaurus over here, he has ground leaf, open space, but he also has forest. So luckily I had enough area to do that. And this is with no genetic modification. So I haven't done the humble trait or any of these. I was just lucky enough to have dinosaurs on my lists over here that can cohabitate. So it's not about you choosing what you want. It's following the dinosaur that you potentially have here, or the dinosaur that you're going to have. So again, hypothetically, you're going to go for another herbivore. You have to make sure there's another herbivore that eats the same diet as him, so you can put them in the same pen. And that is the biggest tip I can give. I'm actually ready to put out, I found a massive deal here, the Suchomimus, 4 Suchomimus for like 4 million. So I'm going to airlift him. I sold 2 Apatosaurus from this paddock. As you can see, the diet's there for him. I had to sell the 2 Apatosaurus because I couldn't put any other dinosaurs in here because I couldn't fit them. I couldn't change the diet. So going on to my final island now, this is the second island, SUMMERY. I'm going on to the next island. I'm going to be a lot more knowledgeable on that island, and my full tutorial walkthrough is currently uploading. I'm going to have to do it in 3 or 4 parts because it's super long, but that is going to be uploaded very soon today, and I'm going to continue with the 5 stars on the other islands. I've got all the trophies for this already. They weren't too difficult, but the 5 star on the next island might be difficult, but I'm very much looking forward to it. So now we've got that feeder disinfected. I put it down and it was infected straight away. We're going to get our Suchomimus over here. Now, I'm hoping that this is going to pop me over, and it's not about, the peel itself isn't the thing that's going to give you 5 stars. Okay, there you go. I stand corrected. What I was going to say is the appeal's not going to give you 5 stars. It's the appeal to this viewing gallery, which is going to increase the cost, increase the income of your food. So I've just got 5 stars on this island from putting those guys out here. Let's just have a quick little look at him. So he wants sand and wood. Oh, the sand is bugged. Also the crashing. Oh my god. I've had so many crashes on this. I feel like I have to save every minute. Like literally, it crashes. Most of the time you go for the eggs on the menu. If you go across here and you click on eggs, you do that and nothing happens. It'll stay there. All you must do is pan left or pan right and pan left, and then you should be able to move again. That's how I figured out to stop having to hard reset my console. But over here, let's just have a look at these little guys while we're here. See now he wants sand. Let's see if this is also glitched. So there's sand there, places sand and texture. So if we go sand like this, if you watch the sand icon on the left, obviously for the video it's going to work. But if you look like this, it's in his area and the sand is not going up. You can see it's costing me money, so it is putting sand there, and it's not going up. The T-Rex as well, I had this problem on the previous island. I couldn't get the sand to work. I tried all different types of sand, and it doesn't work. It stays at 13%. And there's a social impact here, which is weird. Does this mean he can't have... okay, so the last dino is coming here.
Commencing asset transit.
And he's green. That's awesome.
Asset transportation complete.
Okay, so there. Now they're okay. They just have enough water and stuff like that, but the water does work. There's no issues with that. We just make that a bit bigger. The water issue is going to be fine. But yeah, sometimes you will have trouble with the sand icon, with the sand need. But other than that, I'm going to move on to my next island now. Let me just think for 1 second if there's any other tips I can give you. These over here. Yeah, the other tip was the buildings are massive. So if I go to my guests over here, the guest comfort, the shelter coverage is 97%. I cannot get that to 100% because there's not enough space to put something here. It won't let me put anything down here. I put the path as far to the right as possible. I can't put anything along this area. What you can do is put something as close as you can, the top and the bottom over here, to reduce that number. And that seemed to have worked. Also, this particular island has a lagoon, and this is going to make everything a lot easier because on the genomes over here, I just bought Tylosaurus. Cost a lot of money, but I bought, I'm not even there, so I think it was the eggs I bought. I bought Tylosaurus eggs, put them into the hatchery, lagoon hatchery, and I was managed to get 4 of the Tylosaurus, and that went from like 2.5 stars to 4.5 stars, like that, bang. And along here as well, not easy. These platforms over here are designed for fish or for viewing galleries, or the viewing galleries are there already. So let's pause that. So for instance, I would have put some more amenities down here because these guys are now in view of this, and the viewing area of these are much bigger now. Even the viewing galleries over here, these have been extended quite a lot. And unfortunately, the truck tour is not something I like to have in the carnivore pens because they get attacked all the time and then they get backed up. And if all your trucks are backed up over here, they're not cruising the paddock, therefore they're not getting the visual stimulation, if you will, and the shops are just going to fade out. You see, these are 20 grand and that's on nothing. Even if I do something, change it on this, there's nothing to even remotely get it out of the negative. So I don't know why that is. But the buildings are massive. They're too big in my opinion. I prefer the Jurassic World era, Jurassic Park era, where the buildings are tiny. These ones are massive, so you've got to be very careful with what you build. I do have some more area down here I didn't need to get to. I'll come back in here in some sandbox mode. But down here as well, you got your Nasutoceratops as well as the Crichtonsaurus, because these guys eat the same thing. Okay, well, I've got to check them out. They both have ground leaf, so which is why they can cohabitate. But I'm going to continue now with my final island 3 stars, and I will be uploading, like I said, full tutorial walkthrough on the whole Malta campaign, and that'll be ready by hopefully the end of the day and posted by tomorrow. But guys, if you have any questions or you have any queries or any comments on the DLC, if you're enjoying it, then hit me up in the comment section. I'll always reply to the new comments, so don't worry about that. And please, if you are enjoying the content, smash that like button for me, guys, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.